Construction is building something from nothing. To do this effectively, you need to tell and communicate a great story. That's what Synchro Construction does. We communicate the project plans to all parties involved, running the equipment to delivering the materials to the on-site logistics. Then add in the scale and time to this, needing to keep a facility open while the renovations are going on. Bridging the gap from those traditional paper-based workflows to the digital workflows to the augmented reality workflows to be able to communicate and understand how this project is going to progress and what does it look like in the end. This is what Synchro Construction does better than anybody else, taking the digital information and communicating it with everyone. So how do we get there? You need to take your original engineering and design data and you need to understand it in the construction sequence, in construction context. So here we take items and we need to break them down into constructible components. How do I physically construct this wall? How do I get my quantities? How do I understand that what I have there is how I'm going to build this? And those quantities drive durations, which drive your schedule. So when we have all of this information, we also have to communicate to the rest of the project party. So we can do this in the context of traditional information, but why not context of location? See this information where it's relevant. I can also throw in the context of a 4D model where I can see my issues, see the model, and then you can grow this to a very large scale. Again, communicating. That's how you build a construction project. You need to communicate and have all parties understand. Here we're seeing the actual sequence of demolition and then rebirth of a new facility. And the beautiful part is people can communicate on a mass level. Somebody can come in and say, I see an issue at this point in time. They can communicate this, save the context of time and location, and communicate that to everyone else. As a project is growing and moving forward, you can see how things should be progressing, and we can compare that to the actuals. How do we do this? You're grabbing this information from a mobile device and you can go in and status and communicate the current level of completeness to all parties. This information from the field goes back to the office, ties in with schedule. Now I also have the ability beyond project statusing, but issues that may be up out in the field, problems that need to be addressed. We can do the location, and again, if we have a model, we can do the location based on that model context. A picture is worth 1,000 words, so we can put that information available for them. Here we're bringing in and putting in equipment. Can I fit this equipment during this stage of construction? How do I do this? This is called a digital rehearsal. Here we're seeing a digital rehearsal was planned to make it more efficient for the 20 folks out in the field, saving time and money. Also, when you're running large equipment like a crane, you want to do the rehearsal and make sure that you can actually lift those beams into place. Here we see the animated model, but the same model is now applied to the augmented reality, the HoloLens, and they're out on site and you can actually see how this actually goes in place, and you can see that those beams have been placed there. This is Synchro Construction. We tell that better construction story.